I am ready to return to Abrax. I need answers, and I will get them. About the glowing object, about the Scorched Earth project, about what my old master is planning.
Later, somewhere in Old Cairo.
I need to speak to him. I am...
You follow his directions. You drive past a red crater you heard stories about until you see what remains of an apartment complex. A long while later, you reach your destination and finally see figures on the rooftops, shadows engulfed into an ever-darkening red sky. The sea of smog that plagues these lands is deadly. Here, however, at the summit of the building, after having climbed many stairs, you find that the cloud lingers beneath you, intangible. At least, you think you are prepared. You brought a mask to protect yourself from the smog. But will it protect you from what you are about to learn? As you turn to your left, familiar shapes are standing on the rooftop before you. Decayed, wrapped in loose cloth, wearing a defect hazard mask, you would feel intimidated had you not seen much worse over the years. You climb further, stepping up to them.
My old friend, join us.
You have a lot to explain.
I shall. But it means that your protege was successful, wasn't she?
She did find something. Yes. A cylinder made of metal and glass, glowing with ominous light.
Then she has succeeded in her task. It was not a simple one, either. She takes after her success, then.
I need to know more about this object.
The object that your pupil was tasked to find is centuries old. As for its purpose, you will understand it in due time. The first journey through an emission-intensive zone can be life-changing and life-ending. I congratulate your on her success. She takes after you, so it seems. Anyway, you came seeking answers, and I did promise I will provide them. But first, take a good look at the city. What do you see?
Possibilities, secrets, and hidden treasures. But the remains of this city are too dangerous in some parts for even the most prepared adventurers.
And secrets of value beyond anything that we could understand. I taught you to be curious of the unknown, and you listened. Ruins like these are a curse to the living. For hundreds of years, we are told, the mist has been spreading from cities like this one. But the poisonous dust and smog, it never reaches far outside of them. Living beings that make it inside the city are doomed to vanish, or, in the case of the decayed, change forever.
And they cease to be human. Cannibals, men and women who lose their morals, their ability to procreate, and who hunt people for food. And now, my old master Zosa has become their leader. Help me make sense of it. I am not one of your students anymore. Who have you become to betray your own ways?
Wife, leave us.
She walks away, her head low.
I betrayed no one's ways or morals. Certainly not the ones I taught you all those years ago. The path of a desert stalker is to be open to the unknown. The long walk I took served this exact purpose. What I have discovered is a truth broader than what the explorers and founders of Zeta laid down for us in their codexes and laws. You judge and denounce the ways in which the people of Old Cairo provide for themselves, even as you know that its soil is barren, dead.
People of Cairo, everything about the decay, your people, is unsustainable. Have you looked at yourself, Master? You have become a living corpse, a shadow of what you once were.
And you are right, in a way. We are the undead people in a dead world. We are not creating a new civilization, but rediscovering the dead and forgotten one, the one our forefathers have turned their backs on. And that was my long walk, to go where no living man ever went before, to find the reason why things are the way they are. But I presume you did not come here to argue about our ways. Let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered why the mist largely remains in close proximity of the city? Surely you have been close to the outskirts, often enough to observe that the mist is continuously building up.
I have noticed that, yes, but it is one of those things that just are, I guess that the holy storms happen often enough to prevent the mist from expanding too much.
Yes, but why is that?
It just is. Why does the Sunday burn our skin and heat the sand of the desert? Why do birds fly?
Precisely. Natural phenomena tend to be accepted and discarded. A storm is coming because it is coming. The area around Cairo is uninhabitable because it has always been like that. The red mist is what it is, and we are lucky that the storms slow it down. In fact, that is why we started calling them holy storms in the first place. Such is the human condition. When something becomes a daily occurrence, we blame the gods, find shelter, make do, and move on. For decades, centuries, we have been told the lie that we should accept things as they are, because we cannot pierce the veil of what is unknown. A lie concocted because our ancestors who caused the end of days couldn't own up to their mistakes. So we rebuilt a dream, the vision of a few broken minds who salvaged what they could and tried to build a world according to what they thought of as a happier and simpler time. Most importantly, we were told that it is what it is, and we cannot, should not change anything. Technology, knowledge. The old ways were vilified. We are told to not repeat the mistakes of the past again. But I have discovered the reason why things are the way they are, and finding a
I could tell the palace about